We are talking politics now. At the state capitol, lawmakers passed a so-called placeholder budget so they can get paid, even as they continue negotiations with Governor Newsom.
CBS 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich is here. And Gary, we go back 20 years. They were notorious for not passing a budget. And then it was, hey, you're not going to get paid unless you get the budget passed on time. And next you know, they were getting these things passed. Now they come up with an interesting little trick to still get paid without having a full budget. What is taking so long this year?
I'm thinking about this. Can your kids just say I've got a placeholder for making my bed? I'm going to make do it later. But
or my homework.
Can I still get my allowance?
Here's my blank piece of paper.
I tell you, this has become the new game because now they are required, to have the legislature by June 15th, the governor by July 1. Otherwise, they supposedly don't get paid. Well, so what do? You pass a placeholder budget and the negotiations drag on and on, usually till, yeah, that's right, the last day of July at about 2 o'clock in the morning. That's typically what happens. Interestingly, guys, I sat down yesterday with the lead Republican in the Senate, Roger Nilo, Sacramento area senator, Republican, and he said, we used to come up with collaborative budgets. We all kind of worked together to make that happen. Now, he said, we've got 10 million Californians who are registered Republicans who have nothing to say, and we still can't get a budget out on time. So the hang up right now, guys, I just want to be clear about it. It's not a partisan thing. Yeah. It's between the legislature and the governor. They're not seeing eye to eye. That's what's likely to drag this thing out for another couple weeks.
Same party, same leadership. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we're going from state budget to Sacramento's budget. It was just approved with a $66 million deficit. What's the long-term and the short-term implications of this and the challenges?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Neither one of them are good. What am I saying that for? Well, because here's the bottom line, friends. In this $66 million budget deficit they had, what do you do with that in the short term? Well, one of the things the Sacramento City Council said was we're going to start having parking fees on Sundays. What's the problem with that? Because the business climate downtown, as you know, has not been good. You want to draw people downtown. You don't want to repel them. But that's a short-term fix. They want to avoid layoffs. Here's the long-term bad news. Next year's budget deficit, $77 million, even more than this. And a lot of the budget tricks or budget fixes will have been used. So, I hate to say this, but the next year or two of budgeting, both at the state level and down at the local, and that's why we wanted to talk about both, it's going to be a challenge.
They're just kicking the can down the road for a problem next year. All right, so let's talk about another issue here. Several members of ISIS reportedly arrested here in the U.S. Yeah. Just curious, what is the FBI saying about this, especially when it comes to this being an election year?
Yeah, I think there's some things coming together here, guys, that are deeply concerning to people. There was an individual apprehended in New York City. It was unbelievable what he had, including a New York Police Department flak vest. It's just unbelievable the amount of stuff he had. Last week, 6 folks came across the border. Known ISIS ties. And that's why last week, courtesy to your point, the head of the FBI said, we're very concerned. We're talking elevated threat level. And guys, what's precipitating this? We know that there's a lot of concerns about Gaza, the Middle East. There's a lot of foment coming out of that. But going into an election year, when you're going to have massive campaign rallies all over the country, you're going to have 2 major national conventions, right? And I've been in those convention cities. And you're talking tens of thousands of people. There's a lot of concern about, from now till election day. No question about it. What does that mean? I would just say, the obvious. Remember after 9/11, eyes open? Yeah. That's what people were told. I would just say that's what law enforcement asks of all of us. Just be aware and feel free if you need to. Notify law enforcement.
Yeah. See something, say something. All right, Gary. Always good to have you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.